So, all right, I'm gonna just share it. Right now, I'm taking my notes in before any memory wiping ability gets in the way. So, this is for me and me only. I might upload this on YouTube if I feel like it, but so, uh, this, by the way, me is the brain lab. As you can see, this is laboratory X8 from the Stalker series. So what you were trying to do is you were basically trying to import this onto Roblox Studio, but clearly, as from what you can see here, this shit didn't work. The current breakthrough that we have discovered is that there is an error in the descendants when it comes to the hierarchies in the base map, specifically the texture of this map. From what we can see, it's an unsupported color map texture file format. Basically, this is a DDS instead of a PNG, so obviously that would be the main reason as to why this thing would appear black as so. Now, before you question whether or not this was before or after, yes, you can see from the side right here, this was from after because I already know that this black texture problem-ish thing is getting in the way right now, okay? But we're trying to focus on the textures first before we even move on to the next shit because we had a brainstorm with Gemini, okay? So, um, my major breakthrough in finding this future me, by the way, from past me, message from past you, okay, is that we were able to replace all of these with PNGs. What the fuck do I mean? Okay, so I know it sounds crazy, but you see all of this right here? Okay, so click off for a moment. Here's the wall right here, yeah? Outside of the map, which you don't see regularly in Stalker. So here's a piece of the map, okay? So this is what I found. If you click browse image to be linked, you can see that it's still DDS, right? It's still this thing. But if you take a closer look, see users, chat, desktop, new folder 3, new folder, MTL, this thing. That's our PNG folder. That is not the DDS original SDK X-ray 0.4 folders we have that contains all of the DDS files. That means all of these have been converted. At least I hope, okay? Because this shit is like giving me some doubts right now. I'm having trust issues whether to believe this or not. Because the name is still the same. The things don't look like they've changed. It's still DDS for some reason. The name is still there as well. But yet, maybe that could just be because of the name. Because if we click open image, it directs us to where the fuck our PNG folders are. So basically, how the fuck did I even achieve this? Okay, so we go to Google Gemini. Now I know AI sucks sometimes, but bear with me here. I tried to simplify it as far as I could with Gemini here. You can see I tried this many times, as you can see, except for this one. And this is a part of this. This is a part of this as well. And then skip these two. This is a part. This is a part. These things that I was saying that are a part are part of this. Okay, so I tried to simplify it to Blender. Okay, no, to Gemini. I was trying to explain it in a way that it could properly understand what I needed. So I was focusing purely on the textures for now because they were buggy. Trying to convert all of these basically one by one would be impossible, so it recommended me to Xn convert, the plugin we have, basically this tool right here. And not only that, but we also understand as well that trying to manually assign individual textures into this one map, one by one, by the way, trying to find the correct textures for it would be a absolute fucking nightmare, okay? I mean, just take a look, bro. Like I click on one of this, and you see this right here? Ignore the pink stuff, okay? We don't need that shit. We, it's not really that big of a deal, bro. Like you see this shit? I have to manually change every single motherfucking piece like this, my guy. All of this. Yes, all of this, including the walls inside. I have to assign them a image texture right here, and that would be impossible. So, on to the point now, okay? On to the point. I'm getting distracted as I'm showcasing this to whoever might be watching else besides me if I plan to upload this on YouTube. Um, Basically, what we need to do is we go over here to Gemini, okay? And it basically recommended us this. So what it did was it turned all of the textures inside of the Blender map we have here, or this laboratory X8 map that we have, that we exported, that we imported from Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl into pink. Basically, it made it lose all the textures like this, okay? And as you can see, this is what happened. Level logs, as you can see, it lost its shit, but it's still principled BDSF. Principled BDSF, yes, this one right here. Alongside with all of them, which is the surface format, I think, that Blender is supported with. From the best of my knowledge, I could explain it to you. So, what this means is we can now actually get it to find the missing files, relink them, completely replace the folders or PNGs with the correct or should we say the desired PNG formats that we want, um, without having to keep the DDS unsupported formats on the images instead. So that means when it turned pink like these, like Gary's mod textures, just pure pink, now we can just click on File, External Data, find missing files, and basically direct it to our PNG folder right here, and it'll find all the missing files inside here, like this shit, okay? And it did. All of this, as of right now, from the very moment I started recording, and as I have been saying, these are now all fucking PNGs, okay? But why does it say DDS? Something's not right here. It should say PNG. To the best of my knowledge, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, Jet, okay? I have no fucking clue as to why this happens, okay? Why this even exists. To the best of my knowledge, I may say again, this is probably because Blender just, I don't know, assumes that the name is just DDS, I suppose. It just doesn't change that, last part here. But the actual image itself is supported as PNG, basically. Because from the last time I imported it on the import queue on Roblox, this was sort of supported actually. Every texture wasn't in error for some reason. But that could be because it's an embedded file, which is completely different from the BrainLab textures, because it actually gave me a path. Here, let me just show you. Let me show you. Right here, here, here. Now this is in case you forget, okay? If you still remember this shit, get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you doing? But anyways, right here. X-ray game data textures prop lampa galogen.dds. Basically, it gives us an X-ray path, a file path basically. But unlike with these ones, it told us that this is a embedded file, meaning this is hard coded into the fucking sarcophagus map, meaning wish granter's home is cursed. Um, basically, fucking. What's that one TF2 YouTuber that said how it feels to suffer again in SFM? What was his name again? Fuck, I forgot, bro. Hold on. Let me brainstorm that as well. Pink guy. Soldier. Something lazy. Something. Was that pink or purple? I think it was purple. I think it was lazy purple or something. Something like that. This is basically what we're dealing with right now, except this is like with texture maps on stalkers, and I'm trying to import it from here. That no one will know because we're an underrated YouTuber, and no one will ever even like praise us for the suffering we did. No, we're doing this on our own, by the way. And perhaps the best part about this is that there might be others trying to do this as well. I will showcase them the path that others have suffered on, okay? So that we will not continue to suffer more, okay? As a species. Just remember that that's the goal. When we figure this shit out, we're gonna spread this knowledge everywhere to all the apes in the world, okay? All the humans, basically. So that when someone wants, like, when little Jimmy wants to import his Roblox map ID into his stalker map ID for some reason into Roblox, he can do it. Okay? He can fucking do it. And he's gonna have a great life ahead of him, basically. He's not going to suffer in any way imaginable, okay? That's the end goal, alright? To help people, okay? And to make sure they don't suffer like we did, brainstorming this shit and using AI. And also being dumb to AI. And AI being dumb to us as well. It's basically a trade-off. It's like learning mathematics. You learn it, you you go through 5 stages of grief, you take a break, and then your unconscious mind solves the solution for you, and you get the idea afterwards. That's it. Okay? Just remember, okay, this we gotta brainstorm this faster, bro, because I don't want to be stuck here anymore, okay? Once we figure out how to do the brain lab, quite ironic, but once we figure out the brain lab and how to actually properly export the textures from here to there and discover, all its secrets, and when it actually does work and we're able to export the map with working textures, only then will we focus on the main subject, which is the sea consciousness MKV Ultra fucking Neil Armstrong, Chuck Norris having ass 10-0 KD ratio having ass wish granter home, okay? The sea consciousness sarcophagus, my guy, okay? The hardest of the hardest. Basically, the piece of shit motherfucker, okay? This is the guy that we have to deal with, bro, okay? This is the person that we're going to fight against, okay? And we're gonna figure this shit out one by one, okay? Like, guys, I tried my very best, okay? If I don't get this shit right, someone better help me on the comments on this YouTube video that I'm gonna be uploading soon, alright? Because, sure, we may have gone to DDS and PNG. I'm talking to the viewer now. I think I'm okay with uploading this to YouTube. Now, I think that the PNG DDS things, they were already solved a long time ago. I just didn't see it because of this. From past memory, I'm recalling from past memory. Guys, I didn't record this, okay? So like y'all missed half of the fucking lore, but I'm basically recalling back the past memories I had. But this was the main problem really. What's the main topic problem of this video? The main topic problem is this blackness, okay? This darkness. I don't want to be racist, okay, but this darkness, okay? This black surface appearance on the texture. Now, I tried searching it as well on Roblox as well. Hold on. Mesh appears of black in Roblox. Not being not being that much. So the few I found, Roblox developer forum, and then Google please up here. Where's the house one? This one right here. And imported mesh is black. So this one I found, except it's not really that good. Okay, it's not really that good. Okay. How about this one as well? I haven't seen this one. Hold on, let's see. Interesting. What's this? I've never seen this one before. Hold on. We might be getting into something. Imported model mesh is black. Okay, let's see. What the fuck happened to your screen, bro? Shading. So his shading is completely dark, my guy. But what did he click on though? Baking. Oh yeah, I've heard about this. This is the texture technique that I'm also going to try out as well. Completely dark. If none works, then I am going to try and dip myself by baking this shit together. I'm not even sure if it's possible to bake like textures like this into one and Roblox might accept it because guys, look at how many fucking textures there are. This is a stalker map I'm talking about. This isn't just a separate object now. This isn't a single character. No, this is an entire fucking map, bro. Okay? I I don't know if baking is the solution here, guys. Okay? So like because look at this shit, bro. You see this thing? This isn't actually just the ground. No, take a look at this. That's like that's a separate ground right there, mate. Look, there's more. There's more. Look, that wasn't even connected, my guy. There's more. There's levels to this shit, bro. There's levels to this shit is what I'm trying to say. Look at this thing. What is this? How do I bake all of this and Roblox will accept it? Like, just think about the enormous, gigantic, giant, like, abomination the baking is going to go through, my guy. It's gonna have to bake through all of this. There's no way, bro. I can't, like, merge it all together, my guy. That would probably be impossible, okay? Okay, wait, hold on. Good morning. For whatever reason, once it's imported into Roblox, it still shows up black. Dang. What I forgot to add is that I had a model I was working on that did work and still does, showing all the textures. I have the same problem as well, fam. Like, look at this shit, bro. How? And when I tried recently to import the original of the same model, that wasn't worked on, and it is now black. Could this be a bug of some sort of? I believe that it is, my friend. I literally do not know what the fuck this is as well. Um, During this, somewhere in March 18, 2026, 12:47, I actually initially started this project of trying to upload this entire map onto Roblox Studio during that time. For some reason, it did work. The textures, blackness, they were not there, including the textures for some reason, which is pretty sad because I should have taken advantage of that moment. But when it came to the second part, which is the scene now, basically, as you can see, I just separated the C form, like, apart from the map, so don't judge that white part. That's always meant to be white. The black one is supposed to be the one with texture. And on Untitled 2, you can clearly see that this thing doesn't have the error as this one. It's now completely dark. I don't know why. I even tried to remove, like, almost all of it as well and just leave, like, the roof right here. And I tried to change the textures to see maybe if that was the problem. And I also even tried as well to see if removing the textures themselves was the cause. And it remained black. No, seriously. Look at this one. Look at. I tried flipping it, recalculating it outside. I tried the methods that Gemini recommended me, like Alt N, for example, or like deleting the custom split normals, or like going to the vertex nodes. Fuck, I forgot what that one was called. Well, what was it? The green triangle vertex groups, color attrib. No, not the color attributes. Basically, one of this shit right here, and yeah, it didn't work out as well. The modifiers as well. That shit worked when pigs can fly. It didn't work, bro. Like, all of these, like, you can see 15, bro. I tried this 15 fucking times and it didn't work, okay? Like, this somehow is the only one that's remotely working, okay? This is an abomination what came afterwards. This is the type of shit that not even the Nephilim from the Bible, if that's how if that's how it's pronounced right, could even compare to the abnormality, okay? Just the existence of you could compare to them, all right? If that sentence even makes sense. So anyways, I also checked out this one as well right here. You can see the solve thing right here by Phoenix, Whitefire, and Post 3. And this also didn't work again because this is an entire map I'm trying to upload. If I try to upload this in OBJ, it's not gonna fucking work because it's going to compile every last one of these separate objects into one object. Why is that bad? Because when that happens, the hitbox, or shall I say, the interior will be inaccessible. Basically, the hitbox will be really bad. It will no longer exist in the first place. You can't even enter the map after that. What is OBJ? Basically, object files. Wavefront OBJ, the one everyone knows about. The one I am trying to upload it on is FBX or GLTF 2.0. These are the file formats that you usually want as well. And then this is just the programs I used, like Dragon FF for GTA, San Andreas, models, and then X-Ray Source, obviously for X-Ray Shadow Chernobyl maps out there. These are the tools I use for this shit, okay? So, in conclusion, how the fuck did I achieve this? Okay? Number one, you go to Gemini, you go click this one, you copy this code right here. Here's my messages to Gemini. I'm doing this tomorrow, by the way, guys, okay? Or copy this one, no. Copy this one specifically right here on the second prompt right here. You copy this, you go over here, you go to scripting and paste this in. And when you do, the map should turn pink. That's a good thing because that means the textures are now missing. Or at least only, their path has been severed, but not really the material nodes themselves. They still stay, but they've now turned pink. Like missing file textures in Gmod, okay? Now, what you want to do after that is you want to go to File, External Data, and find missing files, and redirect it completely to another folder. So instead of your C, X-Ray, SDK 0.4, and then Game Data, Textures, okay, basically where all the DDS folders are, no, file, image format is, you want to go to Desktop, New Folder 3, New Folder, and then this thing, and then click on find missing files, and don't worry, all of it will be found. Yes, all of the PNG formats will be found because they are in the correct name. Make sure to take knowledge of that, okay, in case you forget me. And now for the grand finale. I am not sure whether or not, because I am not really sure if this really is PNG now, but from what I can see, it sounds very stupid of me to say this, but these are all PNG files now, okay? So don't worry. How can I conclude that? How can I say that these are all PNGs when in fact it is very clearly saying DDS right here? Because if you, oh fuck, what happened? Because if you drag your cursor, it will say C users chat desktop new folder 3, new folder create. New folder specifically. That means these are PNGs now, okay? That means that these PNGs are from our PNG folder and not the X-Ray SDK 0.4. Maybe, like, again, take a look. It's all PNGs, so that means this is PNG, okay? The main reason I believe this conclusion is because the fact that it directs us to where our PNG folders are, and also because, I mean, take a look, bro, it's directing us to the PNG folder. Maybe this is because that Blender just doesn't decide to rename it and it just keeps the DDS. It's really hard to explain, but basically it's like the quote, an apple, no, that doesn't make sense. He's already dead, but he doesn't know it yet. It's already changed, but Blender doesn't know that yet. Well, except it does know, but not the name. it doesn't know the name's changed yet, so it just keeps it like this. Either that's what it means, or this shit really is still DDS, and the real, thing here is dictated by this singular name right here. And if that's not DDS, it will never be DDS until that thing changes, okay? The last part on the name right here. So until then, the only thing we can do now is hope that our theory goes right and that it doesn't say unsupported color format in Roblox Studios import queue, okay? So yes, that's what we're going to do right now, okay? That's what we're going to do soon, which I'm very afraid of, and I need to go to fucking sleep, by the way. But I would also want to add in another thing, guys, okay? Beside this, um, okay? Even though this is DDS now, no, even though this is PNGs now, I still doubt it because of that single DDS thing. So either Blender is just trolling with me and doing some tomfoolery shit, making me waste like 2 days in my vacation right now, or this shit is being for real. And this thing is on demon time, bro, okay? No, demonic time, okay? Made up of multiple demons. This this is like this is like on demonic time basically, all right? I don't want it to be that definition though, okay? I don't want that to be the real meaning. I want it to be the meaning that we concluded on, okay? We, me and you talked about. Because I don't want to go back to the drawing board on step one again. I want to move on to step two, okay? And this shit is taking time, alright? All I wanted was my dreams as a kid to come true, to import the stalker map into Roblox, okay? And if I can do that, then we'll be perfect, okay? And all I will need to do now is to just figure out how to make the hitbox precise, which I'm pretty sure will be very easy after this. And I also just want to help people who also have the same goals as me because I can see them on different formats being talked about as well. They have their own, stalker dreams as well, making, their own custom stories, maybe games on Roblox because it's like one of the easiest developer, thingy things out there. Okay? It's easy here on Roblox, okay? It's easy. It's not like on the other ones. And it's a pretty good fucking platform somehow, even though it sucks ass with all of its new updates and all of its horrible decisions and greed, okay? The only reason this thing is still alive is because we can make games for our friends that are in the game that can play other people's games and other friends' games as well. Which is so fucking awesome. If only Roblox could also figure out how to make it way better than just staying the same way and also trying to push us into this meta bullshit, okay? Rest in shit, okay? Like, to the meta idea thing, okay? Like, fuck that shit. That don't need to make it here in the big 2026. That needs to stay past now, okay? So anyways, yes, that was this video topic. As of right now, I may have also vented a little bit, but this is my video. This is my fucking channel, and I get to upload whatever the fuck I want on it, okay? And no one can give a single rat's ass about this whatsoever because barely anyone will even see about it, okay? Okay. Let's go do this. Sure. Alright. So, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Yeah. Gonna do this tomorrow. Okay. Click off on that one. Yes, I'm gonna leave this on for now. So just remember, okay, this has already been done. Before I end it, let me explain it to myself just one more time as well so that I can skip all the way to the end and just get the conclusion already without having to watch all of this. That's basically what I do so that I don't have to edit my videos ever, okay? So, how did I achieve this? So, step number one, you want to go to Google Gemini and you want to get this random fucking code that it just made for you, okay? You copy the code, you go back to Blender, you go to scripting, and you paste it inside and run this bullshit, okay? Once it works, all of the textures that are inside of the X-ray level map on Stalker that you just imported onto Blender will now become pink, which is completely fine, okay? Because that's what we want. The materials themselves will not become missing, however, okay? That means the material name and all of that shit is still exists. It is just a texture file path that's severed now, which has basically lost its content source or supplier. So now we will reconnect it, but with a new folder, a new conversion, yes? Something brand new from the uncompatible original. So from DDS to PNG. So now that it's fully pink, how do we do that? How do we insert all of the PNG textures without having to do it manually? So go to File, External Data, find Missing Files, and redirect it to where all of the converted PNGs are. The folder, basically. So, new folder, act, all of this, find missing files, and that's it. And it will find it all for you. If it doesn't work, save yourself, okay? And there are other ways to turn the entire map pink, such as on preferences, we could try to basically switch this thing with unsupported texture formats. Basically, you and I know this already, but Jet, yes. Just go here, textures. This is basically another PNG textures that we have, and then it will turn it pink for some reason because it will have missing files. And then once that's done, you basically make it find missing files now that it's turned pink. But this method is usually way better, okay? So that's it. That's all you need to do. So turn this thing pink, sever the connection, find missing files, external data, and then redirect it to your PNG folder. And that's it, okay? And that's in the scripting tab of this thing, by the way. Boop. That's it. Alright, so I'll be doing this tomorrow soon. I already don't have high hopes in the future. I'm already disbelief right now. This is not a step forward. No, this is just a step in more wasted time. The main reason I don't feel satisfied is because I really just I don't feel secure of this, okay? I have trust issues because of this, okay? Not real trust issues. I have trust issues in these hopeful, good news type scenarios, okay? I don't believe in this whatsoever. There's got to be more to this than what meets the eye, okay? I believe that next day I do another recording of this. It's not going to turn out great. It's going to remain the same. I'm gonna spend hours on this once more, trying to figure out a new problem. But in the meantime, all we can do is remain hopeful and hope that all of these PNGs are currently actually PNGs and not DDS, so that we no longer have to go through the unsupported file format that Roblox has warned us about in the import queue, and that we can actually move on to another phase of agony. So, without further ado, I will end the recording once more, and if this does work, that means all that's left is basically our problem with the dark part. Basically, the mesh becoming completely dark in Roblox Studio. This thing right here. Even if you remove the textures themselves, it will still remain black. So, anyways, that is 40 minutes of me venting about this completely useless, unnecessary, and completely um, useless shit topic, okay? I'm just a man trying to achieve his dreams, okay? So, anyways, that's about it right now, and I will see you next time. Remember this, me, okay?